So the Battlefield 6 beta has come to an end, or at least the first beta. There is going to end up being another beta coming this week. What are my thoughts towards it? Frankly speaking, it's pretty amazing. It feels like a good old classic Battlefield game, and if I'm being perfectly honest, I've skipped quite a few of these. As for the gameplay, it's got really solid gunplay. The level design was great with a lot of nice choke points. I will say that it seems like they turned the destruction dial down during this beta. Maybe that's copium, but I didn't see nearly as many things blowing up or being destroyed as the trailers implied. We also didn't have any level changing destruction, like destroying an entire skyscraper kind of thing. So I really hope that that's in the full game. It does go back to a class-based system, which is awesome. All the other modes suck except for Conquest, if I'm being honest. The attack and defend one is okay, but all of the other ones were so boring to me. Now, at the moment, there is two types of Conquest modes. One where you can use pretty much any weapon on any class, and another one where it's class specific. The only reason this is important to mention is because the medic, for example, is the only class that would have the LMG. Now, that said, if you play in the all guns category of Conquest, you're still going to have to play as a specific class to unlock their specific weapons. And then by using that specific weapon to get kills and such, you'll unlock more attachments for it. The game basically is rewarding you for investing your time in your favorites. While the weapons they gave us in the beta were serviceable, you can totally tell that there is a lot missing from the roster. Now, as for the glitches, I did end up stumbling across quite a few. The most egregious was getting in an infinite loading screen, which has been fixed. I do worry if there will be problems like that in the full game, but I didn't have anything as bad as 2042. And thankfully, even if I had to Alt F4 the game, I could load into it pretty quick, which might change when the full game releases and the game is considerably larger in file size. As for my legitimate complaints about the game, there's not many. One of them is just, again, the lack of destruction in the beta. I really hope it's because they don't want to overload their servers right now. I also found it weird that you couldn't edit your character's loadout or go into the firing range while you're waiting for the next match to load. Like, it's fine, but it just was a little bit odd. Speaking of the firing range, which was great for testing out guns, by the way, why don't we have something like that for vehicles? How do you expect players to actually get good at using the helicopter if they don't have practice with it first? But who are we kidding? It's a Battlefield game. You're never gonna get the helicopter because some guy's camping it the whole time. Now, as for whether or not this game is a day one buy for me, I'm gonna say probably. The only reason I'm kind of on the fence is because this game is going to end up having quite a high skill ceiling. What this means is potentially down the line, let's say you've played the game for a couple weeks and then you take a break. Depending on how long your break is, you'll come back to the game rusty and get destroyed. My point being is I play a lot of games. I don't want to have to regularly log into Battlefield just to keep my skill up. I want to log in when I want to have fun and just play the game. And so while I really enjoy public lobbies, I would guaranteed buy this game right now if I knew that they would have private lobbies with friends and bots. Because then at the least, if I'm tired and not feeling like sweating, I could just have a casual round with my homies. Now, with all that said, I do want to mention that I have seen some console gameplay, and oh my god, it plays so much slower for you guys on controller. I'm not saying that to be mean or anything, just that you don't need a bot mode on console. On PC, you have to have split-second reaction times. Anyways, that's my thoughts towards it. What did you guys think of the beta? If you're even slightly interested in the game, I would recommend that you try out the next beta because it is free. As far as my understanding, there is going to be a free Battle Royale mode when the game releases, but the rest of the game is going to be paid. And unfortunately, it is EA, so we know that they are going to monetize the game with skins. Hopefully it doesn't end up getting bad like Call of Duty with Peter Griffin and stuff, but still, I just find it a bit odd that this game isn't free to play. It's totally fine that it's not. It's just within the current gaming market, I find it odd how they're going to end up having all these skins we can buy and probably a battle pass and crap on top of the initial cost of the game. And the game's actually pretty expensive too.